and then so it's at your elbow, the inside of your elbow, and then you rotate the hat again, and so it's on your head.
Okay, thank you for the description.
Yeah. So sorry I can't do it, but
not everyone can. I'm Derek.
And I'm Jace.
And you are now tuned in to Ultrasound. You are now tuned in. Sorry, are we not doing a... Okay, I guess we're not doing a jingle. We're not doing a logo today. Okay. We're always changing it up here, but there's one thing that we don't change, and we don't change how much we talk about music. We love music. We talk about it, we investigate it, we critique it. We're music over here at Ultrasound.
Yeah.
So to start us off today, Jace, have you seen any good movies?
Yeah, well, I've been watching Big Brother lately. That's does that count?
Nope, it does not count. Don't see why it would count.
All right.
Not a movie. The reason I'm asking about movies on a music show is because today we're talking about a rare blend of the two mediums. Today we're talking about Barbie, the album. Now this is interesting, Jace.
Yeah.
Not only do we have this cadre of different musical minds assembling on a single piece of work, but you also have them creating it for the purposes of this movie, Skipper and the Big Babysitting Adventure.
This is the new Barbie movie.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of talk about it, and it's a very new idea too. Because I mean, previously, if you want to listen to songs from a movie, you got to go to that movie. You got to wait in line, get your ticket. You have to get your snacks, and you don't have to do that anymore. You can just listen to the music on its own. You can kind of bring it home with you, I guess.
Yeah, it's decades ahead of its time. I mean, it's revolutionary, and this kind of visionary new approach to storytelling and the powers of both mediums is really fascinating, but I'm still not sure how I feel about it. What are your thoughts?
Well, the whole rollout has been a bit unsure. This thing gets announced as this kind of companion piece to a Barbie movie. People are a little bit confused, has some heads tilting. Then it's revealed that renowned producer, industry legend, various artists is going to be taking the driver's seat on this project. And for those who don't know, various artists has been in the industry for a long time, huge discography, and they're kind of a sage, a mysterious
sort of the Banksy of music.
Totally,
in a lot of ways.
A lot like the Banksy, and from what's known about him, or her. Okay, I don't know, but we do know that whenever various artists, steps out to do a project like this, they tend to enlist multiple musicians, and wow, that is certainly true with this album. I mean, Billie Eilish is on this thing.
Yeah, you got Charlie XCX,
Yep.
Ava Max,
Dominic Fike,
Dua Lipa,
50,
Haim,
50,
Pink Pantheress. You got
Dua Lipa.
I said that one already.
Okay.
And you got industry up-and-comers like Ryan Gosling and Tame Impala.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's not forget the duo that has got everybody talking, and that's got me excited. We have Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice on the same track.
Pretty classic.
Woo! Barbs are on the sleeves with this one. They are munching on these Onika burgers.
What?
I'm just... Lori Zelansky could never, okay? You got the original Black Barbie. These girls are the pink print, and they're in Hamoud,
Right. Maybe we should talk about the music. Let's focus on the...
Hey, facts.
The album cover.
Yeah.
Let's look at it. Let's take a discussion of it.
Yeah, so this album cover, at least when I look at it, personally, I think of pink. It's a color that's just been so attached to Barbie at the hip in its design and the way that it looks.
And you talk about this cover and the design, and I think about Pink's thematic journey over the years, and the way that we've sort of seen this color transform back and forth in its symbolism of femininity and womanhood. And then in the 90s and the early 2000s, you started seeing a little bit of pushback, or maybe a little bit of pullback from men who were trying to find ways to besiege the citadel of Pink, lay claim to it, sort of take it over, storm the moats, maybe as a way to align themselves better geopolitically with some of the vassal states surrounding the Pink serfdom.
You're talking about the guys wearing the pink polos.
And the furs, yeah.
Dude, I hated those guys.
Yeah, a lot of people couldn't stand them either. And I think now, though, we're seeing a sort of pushback against the pushback, and we're seeing a reimagining of Pink back in its initial velocity. We see Pink as it once was, back for the Barbies, back for the girls.
Yeah. And this is, by the looks of it, just the B-sides that we have here. I wonder if we're going to get, the A-sides.
Maybe an Arby's instead of Barbies.
Maybe an Arby's album, sure. I mean, hey, that guy can probably rap.
Which guy?
The Arby's guy, we have the meats.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he can spit.
Yeah,
oh,
no,
yeah.
Totally.
Totally.
And, I know you're kidding about the, what if there was an Arby's album? But it does kind of make you think, we're looking at an album based on a movie, based on a toy, and it raises this idea, can't music just be music anymore? I mean, it's like, what if they made movies based on books?
Yeah, and that, among many others, is a pretty fantastical idea, but you raise a good point. Now that we're seeing Barbie the album, it sort of feels like all bets are off. Anything can be based on, you could base a restaurant off of a Barbie, or an album off of a Barbie, or you can make an Arby off of a Barbie.
You can, exactly, bro. And like an Arby's album is entirely possible, same as a Carby album.
What would a Carby album? What's a Carby?
It's like it's the video game, the pink guy.
Oh, Kirby.
Yeah.
I've never heard it pronounced like that.
Well,
Carby?
I'm just saying it with my chest. Carby.
Right. Well, speaking of Carby, this album sucked me in. I loved its poppy sounds, and I just wish that there had been a little bit more homage to the original Barbie artists. I mean, Barbie was huge in the 70s and 80s, and I think that we would have benefited from seeing artists from that time period. Some John Coltrane, I think, would have fit in really well on this album. King Crimson, a track from them, would have gone a long way buying goodwill with the audience.
Yeah, that's an idea.
It's a great idea. I agree, and I think even a Lola by the Kinks. I think it's the kind of thing that would really say a lot about women.
Would it fit with the movie though, or?
I think it would fit really, really, really well. Okay. And I have a scene in mind that I actually have queued up right now.
Let's check it out.
She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her her name and in a dark brown voice she said hello. I'm a professional babysitter.
Visionary stuff, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to our next segment. Very exciting segment. One that I think we have been waiting for all episode.
I know I am. I got my favorite songs written right here. So.
Ooh, the Desert Island
I'm
tracks?
ready. Yeah.
Ah, that's great. Hey, let's hold on to those until next time, because I have a new idea that I think we're going to be... I talked to the producer about this last week, and I think that we're going to sort of celebrate Barbie and women and Barbie women with a list of our 3 favorite women.
Oh. So no Desert Island.
No Desert Island. I think that, it forces us to compare artists against one another and bring them down, and I think we could all use a little bit of positivity right now. So let's say some good things about some great women.
Top 3 women. Right. We're Well, I know who's not going to be on my list.
Oh, yeah?
And that's going to be Courtney Love. I mean, get that out of the way, you know?
You do not love her.
I do not love her. But who I do love, who I'm going to pick here, is actually Venus Williams. I think that's a case of her being overshadowed for quite too long, and I think it's time that she got some recognition, and I think it's appropriate that I'm the one to kind of give her flowers.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great pick. I think in a similar vein, the partner of a powerful black woman, I'm going to have to go with Hoda Kotb from Opa. We love Hoda in my household. We think her energy is terrific, and she's just a delight to watch every time we see her. So yeah, big shout out to Hoda Kotb.
Yeah, that's solid. And then for me, are we going alive or is dead like on the table?
Let's say either. You can do either.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go with my main girl, Pythia. This is the Oracle of Delphi.
Classic.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Without her, it's what would being a woman look like? I think we needed her to get to where we are now. So that's going to be my pick.
That's a good number 2, and I like that you're talking about impact and influence. I'm going to flip that on its head and look at potential. And I think someone who shows a lot of potential is my beautiful newborn baby niece, Samantha.
Oh.
She's 6 months old, and I think she's already brought a lot of joy and light into all of our lives. I mean, just holding her in my hands makes me one of the happiest I think I've ever been. And so to not give her the number 2 spot, I think would be a crime.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Very nice. And your third?
Oh, well, let's do your third first because we're going back and forth.
Oh, that's right. Shoot. Honestly, dude, I think I'm gonna go with your niece. I mean, I kind of wanted a bit of that. You made it sound pretty awesome. You know?
No, it's great.
So yeah, I'm gonna take your niece.
Yeah, well, she's a cherub, so I don't blame you.
Yeah.
My number 3 would be, it's going to be a bit of a throwback. Joan of Arc. She's come on. Who does it better than the warrior saint of Orleans?
Nice.
Obviously, a lot of sad circumstances surrounding her life and death. Died taken from us too soon, 19, when she was tied to a plaster pillar with a crucifix in her hand. Burned alive. Her screams probably permeating the streets of Paris for all to hear. I mean, the heretical actions she was accused of just, and I don't know. I mean, I picture her sizzling, her charred corpse being sort of unceremoniously rolled into the Seine, and I just think, I don't know. I wish they'd given her a different verdict. And speaking of verdicts, let's get some final thoughts on this album.
Let's get them out
Let's get them out there. So, where are you at right now, Jace?
What was I made for?
Man, if you need us to get you help, we're happy to do it, but you don't have to interrupt shooting every time.
No, this is the Billie Eilish.
The Billie Eilish song. Yes.
No, really good. Really stands out amongst the other tracks. I did think, though, it's pretty mellow. It's pretty low energy, which I guess Billie Eilish, they do one James Bond number, and now they think they're Mr. Debonair or something. But,
right, yeah.
Makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, James Bond, the original Billie Eilish in a lot of ways.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I mean, mine was not the Billie Eilish song. I would go with the Lizzo song, Pink, one of my favorites for sure.
Sure.
Great opener to the album. And it really spoke to her messages of self-empowerment and actualization.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a delight to imagine the dancers for this song all sort of in a big pyramid together.
Sure.
They're supporting each other.
Right.
They're uplifting one another.
Uh-huh.
eating bananas out of each other's licking glitter off of each other's running around the playground like scared little until there's nothing left but a hollow sack of bones and what can at best be described as mangle.
Sure. Yeah. No, totally. And then how'd you feel about the Sam Smith song?
Oh, Man I Am.
Uh-huh.
I loved Man I Am because I am a man.
Sure. Yeah. No, we got that bias maybe.
It's in me.
A little connection to it. I don't know if I needed it to be Sam Smith though, delivering the track. Maybe I'm a little bit tired of. Look, they do one James Bond song and now they think they're Mrs. Debonair or something. But I do think, there were so many voices that went into this album. So many memorable songs that came out of it, you know what I mean? And so it was pretty tough to review this thing. Despite that difficulty, I'm going to give this album a 3 out of 5. That's my score that I've granted the newest from various artists.
Okay, very cool.
What are you thinking?
Well, I was thinking that I would actually not give this so-called album a verdict.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think there were a lot of aspects about it that it felt inappropriate to rank on the same scale as some of the other classic albums, or even some of the albums that we've gotten from this year.
But I mean, I gave it a number. Like,
sure, yeah, and I think that's fine. It's fine that you can give it a number, but it's just, I don't know. I see it as more of an event than an album. So I will be boycotting.
Okay, but I mean, my numbers, for the sake of us being on the same, like, it's not going to matter. Just think of a number right now.
Hey guys, one correction on the movie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it turns out it's a live action.
Live action?
With that, I don't know if that would work.
Yeah, how's that doing at the box office?